Okay, we're at Bobbie's house. It's getting dark and late and woof, it's been a big 2 weeks. Here's the panel right here. I've got one more circuit breaker to put in there. And right here we have washer dryer, fridge, and general power sockets. And we're going to put them 1, 2, 3 below the panel. The panel also has a little bit of play that we can move. We'll see where Chris puts the cabinets. Washer dryer, fridge, and general circuits are available here. Fridge and washer dryer will be on this wall. Again, I'm going to move left to right. And we have circuits coming down and around, including the mains. The main circuit is punching out right there, which is coming outside. And that will need an RV plug or whatever our main feed is going to be. Got all our plumbing here, so you can't see it too well, but we do have a feed coming up from outside, which is our dedicated hot water feed. So our hot water system is on its own breaker. Actually, it is sharing a breaker with the washer and dryer, just because the drawer on this is nothing and washer and dryer is part of our systems. Up here we have an exhaust fan for our shower. It's also part of this light circuit on the interior, this one right here. So this interior light goes on with that fan. The other one we have here is an exterior LED light that's also running high for a sensor, which can be attached later, and it's also being switched from the bathroom. Moving around, we have general power down here next to the toilet in case she buys an Incinerator or a separate or something that needs power. Moving through, we've got our LED pot light here, which is right above the sink. We've got all of our light feeds coming in here into the bathroom. And right here we have feeds for fan and light, backlight, our exterior light, and the last one is that pot light right there. So we've got 3 switches. Now moving into the kitchen space. Down here we have one circuit for a dishwasher and another one which is a spare, which is marked in the panel. I just like to leave a spare there because who knows what's going to happen. We're talking about possible hot water filtration, blah blah blah. It's better to have a spare in the kitchen for sure. On the wall here we've got socket. This is general power. The reason I've put it up high is because she wants to have a cooking area here and it's undetermined what that is, so I don't want to keep it at that height. I'm going to lift it up. Here we have a switch for the fan, on off. That's part of the lighting circuit. Up here we have a switched socket, again same as Rose's, a switch socket, so we can plug in a transformer there which will run LED lights across and below our countertop, possibly around our window frame, however that lighting looks. That's a switched LED, or sorry, pardon me, a switch socket. That is being fed from the switch, which is right here. Just to the right, we have another benchtop, countertop socket. That's on a separate circuit. That's kitchen power. Here we have our switches, which consists of switch plug. So we have a 2.5mm cable coming in on the hot, and returning on the neutral. I've taped that wire red to try and make clear that that is not a neutral, it's a switch. Here we have our feed, kitchen pot light, which is this one right here. That's going to be hanging over the peninsula, and that's it, just our kitchen switching. We do have a lot of wires coming up here. We have got a junction box here which is taking care of a whole bunch of lighting feeds so our switch area doesn't get too full. And it's also doing a junction because we cut one short, blah blah. Up we go. This is coming outside. This is our exterior light, which is being switched from the other side of the doorway. And then up in the loft we have general power. Up through our ceiling joists we have lighting feeds running to a switch there, and then it runs up to a light fixture in the ceiling. From there it runs around with the feed back to the light switch, and then again up to the fixture in the ceiling. The other one we have coming through this space here, through the ceiling joists, is a general socket, which is right in the middle, and that's the power for the kids to share. Coming back left to right, moving through our doorways. We also have a bunch of circuits here. We've got 2 cables up to the fan because I didn't have any strap. So we've got possibility for a fan light and also the fan itself. We've got our exterior light here, and we have a switch socket which is running up and actually, pardon me, the switch socket runs around low and then it runs up into Bobbie's loft area right there. There is power coming to that socket, and we're using a 2.5mm cable using the neutral as a switch wire back to that switch. So that's that one. She wants a switch socket, so that's what she got. Up here we have power coming through, again through the ceiling joists in that area because the steel's a nightmare to get through, and we have general power running to the skylight in case that needs to be an operable skylight at some point. We also have a switch right in there next to the window frame that's switching up across to that switch right there. That's Bobbie's nightlight. Back down this way below the loft we've got general power right here which swings around. We've also got general power, pardon me, general power right here just below the switch. This is a 2-way switch which runs from the bottom of the stairs, or basically Bobbie's area, up to the 2-way switch at the top of the stair, which is for the kids. Now, I've taken a feed, an active feed, which comes across here, which is a motion sensor, motion sensor, motion sensor, motion sensor. There's 4, I believe, motion sensors for Bobbie's house. Now the other one that you see here, which is important, is we've got a solar feed, which is running up, and we're going to run that in the same channel as the skylight. So if she gets solar in the future, they can come out there. That solar feed runs back down along with the rest of the home runs in conduit as per NZ code, and it's just going to terminate around here somewhere, and then our feeds are coming here back to where we started at the panel. And that is Bobbie's electrics. Fun times.